second live Corona quarantine broadcast in one day, Brian. We're back twice in the same day, which is pretty incredible. What you been up to since the last time I saw you?
Well, I flew in a helicopter since the last time I saw you, which is a true story. I did not fly it. I sat in the back seat and operated the camera, which is part of my day job. But other than that, I got some burger and fries, helped a local business out around here. And basically that's it,
Well, we are excited to be back here again. It's like we said, twice in one day. And this is going to be our first watch along. So our intent here is, we can go here and talk wrestling. Brian and I love doing that, but we also want to do some stuff that brings the community together, the pro wrestling fans together. And so we're going to do some of these where we pick a show, pick a pay-per-view, and we broadcast it right. You got to watch it on the network. We can't actually show you the video. Otherwise, WWE could get testy, but you can load it up. We're going to watch it together, and we're going to give you timestamps and all that stuff, right? So here in a few minutes, we're going to tell you when to click play. We're going to keep you up to date. Once we click play, though, we are going. We are not stopping because we don't want to lose.
Except for when I pause it for an ad on YouTube right in the middle of it to screw everybody up.
Yeah, if an ad pops up.
I'm not going to do that. Maybe in the future, if we like doing these, then we would, but we won't do it on this one.
Yeah, but if an ad pops up, you gotta hit play on your end, but we are just going to let it play right up through. We will give you timestamps in the video. We will show you some timestamps. And if you're listening at home, you got to load this thing up. It is on the network. We put a link to it in the YouTube description. So go ahead and load that on up and just be ready to hit play right when we were ready to say go here. So all that being said, this is designed to where if you are listening to the audio version, we want it so that you can listen along on your headphones, on your iPod, whatever it is, while you're watching this without having to be here. But if you are watching live, we got a live chat going. So join us in there. We're going to be putting some notes up here throughout the broadcast. We're going to be pulling in some other quotes, comments, things like that. And we're just going to have some fun here for the next hour or so.
This is kind of like a trial version of actually doing one of these, but we're picking something that was not a full-blown like 3, 4, or some cases 7-hour pay-per-view.
Right.
We wanted to do something shorter. So we said, hey, why not do the original WWF Halftime Heat from back in the day, the empty arena match between The Rock and Mankind. And, full disclosure, by the way, I totally forgot that was actually part of the regular hour-long Heat broadcast. Yeah. So for some reason, I thought, we're just doing this one match. It's like 20, 25 minutes. Oh, no, because Halftime Heat without commercials is 46 minutes.
Yes. And we're doing the full version. The full version from the network is what we're not just the match itself, the full version. By the way, if you brought your own, we did say it's BYOB. I'm chickening out. I am not drinking an actual beer. I'm drinking an A&W root beer. This is not
a good choice, though, man. I like the A&W. Some people are Barks.
No.
Some people are Dads.
A&W. Mugs. Some people like mugs.
Yeah, but A&W's got that frosty mug taste. Okay,
that's right. So, this is what's crazy about it. You mentioned that we're doing this show. This is back in the day when Sunday Night Heat, they did broadcast every Sunday night. WWE did. It was on USA and then it moved to MTV after a while. Is that, if I'm remembering that correctly?
Yep. It was on MTV.
Yeah. So this is one of those where WWE, back when it was still trying to be cool, this pay-per-view, or this show, I should say, comes in the middle of the Attitude Era, as we all know, headlined by The Rock and Mankind. But heading into this, a lot of stuff coming out of 98 led into this particular event. So we go back all the way to Survivor Series 1998. I want to pick up right there. This was
that Deadly Games your favorite?
This is my favorite, Deadly Games. This is the best theme music ever for a WWE pay-per-view, the Deadly Games. And going into that show, The Rock, a babyface, had never been WWF champion. This is where there was a tournament on the pay-per-view, an 8-man tournament for the WWF Championship. Infamously, The Rock turned heel, got the services of the corporation, and became the champion. And all that, Mankind ended up getting the short end of the stick. He was screwed by Shane McMahon. He thought he was the chosen one, but he ended up getting screwed. This took us into the last pay-per-view of 1998, which was Rock Bottom, appropriately named, when they used to do these in your house shows named after wrestlers and everything else. And that was where
I always liked it when they did it after names because In Your House Figure 4 was fantastic back in the day.
Oh yeah. They always did all these great ones, and that match was that pay per view was actually headlined by Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating the Undertaker in a Buried Alive match for the right to compete in the Royal Rumble in 1999. But the co-main event of that card, Mankind defeating The Rock for the WWF Championship. So The Rock wins it, his first ever championship, loses it a month later, which carries us into 1999 Royal Rumble.
Playing hot potato with that title, man. What the hell?
Means nothing. That's a worthless title.
Prop.
So with this pay-per-view, this is probably most notoriously remembered for a couple of things. Number one, The Rock and Mankind fought in this hellacious I Quit match. So this match was insane. It's the one that is heavily featured on Beyond the Mat. It is the one where Mick Foley took how many chair shots, Brian?
12 or 14 unprotected.
Yes.
Chair shots to the head.
And The Rock just welled. And no criticism here, right? It was a tough sport back then, and not as much was known about concussions and head injuries, but it's very uncomfortable to go back and watch this day and age, I feel like. But it is what it is now. And The Rock ended up winning it back through nefarious means. This was the pay-per-view where on Sunday Night Heat, Mankind came out and said, "You'll never make me say, I quit, I quit, I quit." And they took that audio and carried it over and used it in the I Quit match to make it seem like he was quitting. It's also the Royal Rumble, just as a side note here, that Mr. McMahon won because he entered first. Stone Cold Steve Austin entered second, I believe. And then
chased him around the building, including in the bathroom.
Oh, they got beat up by the corporation or the corporate ministry, maybe at that point.
Yeah.
And came back at the end to win it all. And he would go on the next month to lose that right to fight. Actually, I got it backwards. Austin was first. McMahon was second. But McMahon did win the whole damn thing. So anyway, at this point, The Rock has defeated Mankind through nefarious means. The Rock is your WWF Championship. And then it's just a week later, we have Halftime Heat. How did we get to Halftime Heat, Brian? Whose idea was that?
I think it was just an idea to do some counter programming against the Super Bowl because Super Bowl 33, Broncos against the Falcons. And if you remember, this was also the year where WWE did that infamous commercial to promote themselves that aired during the Super Bowl. The one where they're walking around Titan Towers and wrestlers are flying everywhere.
Yes.
And everybody's like, hey, this is kind of an interesting business that we're part of. And there's like somebody on fire and somebody falls from like 10 stories up and people are going through windows and it's just a mess. And by the way, not to spoil anything, but I believe that airs as part of our upcoming feature of Halftime Heat here.
Oh, nice.
Yes. But
you know what's interesting about that commercial is they actually did two different versions of it. They did the normal version, and then they did a version where they were saying the same things, but the background was different. Right.
Yeah. Right. So they wanted to do something that had counter programming in it as well. So they came up with this idea of Halftime Heat, and they wanted to do this match. So they did the match. And do you know where this match took place? What building and what city?
Well, I want to say I do not know.
So it took place in Tucson, Arizona at the Tucson Convention Center. And this was for the WWF Championship. Now, this goes up against Super Bowl 33, John Elway and the Broncos taking on the Atlanta Falcons. It was John Elway winning the Super Bowl or helping lead his team to the Super Bowl. They went 34-19. But more importantly, do you know what the halftime show of the Super Bowl was that WWF at the time went up against?
You know what's funny is my wife asked me that. She was like, why would somebody want to watch this over the halftime show? And I'm like, why wouldn't they? It's pro wrestling. Of course you'd rather watch this. I do not know.
Well, here is what they were going up against. The halftime show for the Super Bowl was titled A Celebration of Soul, Salsa, and Swing, featuring Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, Stevie Wonder, and Gloria Estefan.
Stevie Wonder. There you go. Look at that.
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy performed their song Go Daddy-O. Stevie Wonder sang Sir Duke, You Are the Sunshine of My Life, and I Wish. And Gloria Estefan performed Oh Yeah and Turn the Beat Around. And then there was a special performance by Stevie Wonder and Gloria Estefan playing the hit You'll Be Mine Party Time. Yes. And by the way, the halftime show for the Super Bowl brought to you by Progressive Auto Insurance.
There you go. This was 1999. So I believe a lot of brands were trying this back then, right? Which was, let's do something during halftime of the Super Bowl to give some counter programming. The previous year, if you remember, was the debut episode of on MTV of, do you know what this is?
No.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yep, they did that in 1998. They debuted Celebrity Deathmatch during halftime of the Super Bowl. They had Charles Manson versus Marilyn Manson. And then they did Death Bowl 98, which was no. So they actually they had a pilot episode that came on before that, but Death Bowl 98 aired during the Super Bowl. Kathy Lee Gifford versus Howard Stern, Pamela Anderson versus RuPaul, and then Spice Girls versus Hanson. That's how dated all of this stuff is.
Oh, I'll give you one more. Did you know that the WWF doing this empty arena match was not the only counter programming for the halftime of Super Bowl 33?
Okay, tell me more.
This is going to be a little bit dated here. FoxSports.com ran an online-only internet halftime show, which was webcast live from South Beach, Miami, hosted by then Fox Sports Net anchorman Keith Olbermann, who infamously was with ESPN before then, is back with ESPN now. But remember, back in the day, it was Keith Olbermann and Dan Patrick that really helped put SportsCenter, on the map with the way that they did highlights. Now, by the way, the show, this halftime show, or the counter programming on Fox with Keith Olbermann, was sponsored by Victoria's Secret and was available exclusively in Windows Media Player.
Windows Media Player, yes. I'm surprised it's not Winamp, right? Winamp.
If it had been like a real.fm,
yeah,
that would have been fantastic.
Man, so this is just a crazy time. So 1999, it's one more thing, and this is your last chance, guys. Go ahead. If you're watching this live, click on the link in the YouTube description. If you're watching at home, get that video queued up. But because we're getting ready to start here in just a few minutes. So we are in January of 1999. We are just a few months removed, or a few months away from May 10th, 1999, which would be the highest rated Monday Night Raw ever. And that May 10th, 1999 episode receives an 8.1 rating. Now, today we get a 2.4. We feel pretty good about it, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
But 1999 was 1988, 1999, the two peak years for professional wrestling and the peak years for WWE. So we're right in the middle of all of this. So that being said, any final news, notes, thoughts before we get ready to kick this thing off?
No, I mean, I just remember at the time when this happened, I was just like, oh man, because I like watching the Super Bowl every year, but I was like, I gotta flip over at that time. And hey, WWE was spot on. They knew exactly. I mean, halftime show is basically about 20 minutes, 22 minutes, I think is actually the time. So they were pretty spot on with being able to do this and then get everybody back to watching the game. So kudos to WWF and Vince McMahon for being able to pull this off the way they did.
Absolutely. So here we go. We're going to give us a countdown here. We get those clickers ready. I'm going to show you right here on my screen, and we will check in with this counter throughout the broadcast after we finish our first couple of matches. Make sure you guys are still synced up. But I'm going to get ready to hit play here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click.
Oh man, the good old days of that old broadcast open for Heat or even for WWF.
Those of you guys at home, we are at 13, 14, 15. All right. Before I get in trouble here, let me pop this back over.
Yeah, don't get us in trouble. Ooh, look at those fancy
graphics.
I love it.
The zoom ins.
The effects are fantastic.
Oh, here we go. All the chair shots of the head. They did not shy away from this back then.
Oh, by the way, so that's when I actually first met or got introduced to Mick Foley. I talked to Mick. He was doing a radio tour just a couple of weeks after this, that show happened. And I remember at the time he asked me, like, what did you think of that? Was it too much? And I said, well, it's kind of up to you a little bit more. And he was like, yeah, he goes, it's kind of my art and stuff. And looking back on that, I really regret not telling him like, yeah, that was pretty disgusting, dude. But at the time, I'm like, you don't even think about it. It was something
No.
you don't even realize like the effects of something like that, you know?
There's the infamous moment. Oh, I quit.
Yeah.
Oh, the Rock's jewelry, his shirts.
Oh man. Dude, that was spot on, like Miami look right there, wasn't it?
I love this generic like background music here. This is the
part. It's just on a loop.
I mean, they used to beat the tar out of each other with those chair shots.
Oh my God. Well, Mick took so much punishment, especially. I mean, The Rock, he took his fair share as well, but you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing even on these clips right here, like they don't have blood. Because I mean, those guys, I mean, they got bloodied up a lot during this time too. Look at that shirt though. Is that like a lion on that, or what is it? Oh, and Foley was wearing the tie that had himself on it too.
The MC, I love how they built this up.
It's Kevin Kelly making the call. We're getting ready here on Heat. See, Kevin Kelly, man.
Oh, this music.
That's fantastic.
All these zoom ins to all the graphics, the twisted little globe look. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, there's D'Lo doing the head bob. I love it. That's the best.
You know what's funny is they put Austin all over this stuff. They're like Austin, like these guys never showed up on Heat, right?
I know,
this
right?
is like WWE's
like the first couple of weeks, and then that was it. After that, it was like, all right, so Val Venus is gonna take on the up and comer Christian, you know, or something.
So they must have filmed this before they filmed. Like this must have been filmed as like a dark match.
By the way, somebody already had the WCW "We Can't Wrestle" sign. Look at all the signs.
This has to be like filmed before Raw. I would take it.
No, this is maybe. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, there's the scene.
Michael Cole.
Look at that. Yes.
The denim shirt. Vince McMahon's going to be the guest commentator for this matchup.
Oh yeah, and he's wild. Like only like you can imagine. Vince McMahon screaming the entire time. He's the only announcer too.
It's so serious.
The third out of a brutal series. God, did you ever have a denim shirt like that?
Yes.
Did we
all? Did we all?
Did you ever go denim on denim on denim where it was like the denim pants, the blue jeans, denim shirt, and then a denim jacket?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, nobody died, and the match before that they had was more brutal because nothing was more brutal than that.
This is January 24th, right? We just had a question pop up in the chat. What rating did this show get? It received a 4.9.
Wow. Look at Shane O'Mac. Oh, look at the graphics. The small A's. Oh, that was good. Look at Shane's got some swag, man. Yeah. Come on.
He's lean. Oh, here we go. Slam of the week. I used to love these.
Taste the rainbow. Remember when Jim Ross used to do the over-the-top Skittle?
Yes.
Skittle.
Oh, it's when Kane turned on
God, he's
the Bronco Buster.
Oh no. That's rude. Oh, let's get another replay of that.
Oh my gosh. Slam of the week. All right, we'll do a quick check-in here just because people are joining us still.
I'm glad they got the Crypt Keeper on there.
We are currently looking at 524, 526, 27, 28. All right.
Ooh.
The hottest. Do you remember how when China first debuted? Yeah. Like China first debuted, she was not considered this sex symbol, right? And then like they slowly like very sexualized her over the course of about a year.
Oh, there they are. Briscoe and Patterson.
The associates. They had a name for
Mr.
everybody back then.
McMahon. Mr. McMahon, can I help you with something, Mr. McMahon? Oh, Gerald Briscoe's the best. I actually have a picture with Gerald Briscoe with an XFL or jersey on.
Do you really? That's awesome.
Yeah. Because I got a free jersey from the media day. It's like the Orlando one. And I wore it to a Raw one time. And Briscoe was hanging out after the show right there in the front. And I got a quick picture with him.
That's awesome.
Ooh, the big time. Look at Ken Shamrock sporting the old IC title.
Yes, my favorite. What?
Ooh. She left DX to join Shane McMahon's group.
What a twist.
Maybe she knew that he was going to buy WCW in the future.
That's a smart way to get.
That's right. I forgot the boss man's out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Test.
my goodness. Test.
It's like really sad if you think about how many people in this ring are no longer with us.
Man. You see all the signs that are out there? It's funny because there's a good amount of signs, but like this isn't even the heyday of signs.
No, it's not.
Like you can still see people out there. Some of those shows where you couldn't even see people.
98, I think, was like the peak sign year.
Oh man.
I also notice how much more audience noise you hear. Like back then, you used to hear the crowd talking a lot more than you do now. They have silenced the shit out of that.
Well, people actually reacted back then too.
Yeah.
Hey, there's an Austin 316 shirt. I just got one of those.
Oh,
you know, WWE sent some members of the media Austin 316 shirts, right?
Yeah. I saw yours.
Yep, I've got one
for 316 Day. That was.
Oh, by the way, coronavirus update. It's pretty bad when you're on a text chain with other friends, including Dickerman, and the text is, "I've run out of things to watch."
Oh, we had to censor something.
Oh, no.
This is building towards a great.
Oh, here they come!
Look how cool he is, not wearing a shirt, but wearing a leather jacket.
Oh yeah,
with Ratnick here, best.
Look at the glasses, title. Man, like down low on the nose.
Yes. Oh, look how cool he is. Well, he's got his thumb and his jeans, like he don't care. Gold chain on.
He is, in fact, the son of Vince McMahon. Where's Shawn Michaels?
I don't. Was he back yet? He's the commissioner, right? At this point.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Look at all the hair on Kane. Dude,
these
Triple H is like a mix of Benjamin Franklin right there. Look at those glasses. Like if you put that on $100 bill.
Look at those jeans that Billy Gunn's wearing, tucked into the boots.
Oh, that's so fantastic. Uh-oh. Did you see Billy was doing the lean back there and pointing to the crotch?
Yes.
Oh man, look at that
hardcore title. Road Dogg brought out that hardcore title like it represents something.
Hey, him and Al Snow had a barn burner of a match for it. Come on. I'm trying to read Road Dogg's shirt.
Oh, wait, here we go. Misogynistic comment. Oof, there you go.
Ooh,
so he's cool because they're all men and she's a woman, so.
That's right. I like how Big Bossman's explaining that comment.
Yeah. He's like, you don't have testicles, see? Ooh, we censored out whore.
Ooh.
Ratnick thinks HBK was still gone. Yeah, I don't think maybe he had returned.
Yeah, he's probably still gone.
Bronco, right?
Ride him, cowboy. Yeah.
What does X-Pac do with his hands? He like always twists them real weird.
I know. His shirt says, "Look, Mom, know something." Ooh, DX beef.
What is that belt
Look,
green?
Mom. Yeah.
Is that European Championship green?
Yes.
What?
It went to hell once D'Lo didn't have it anymore. Okay, let's I'm telling you, man, Triple H looks like a puffed out Benjamin Franklin right there. It's incredible.
He does.
Dude, I want to know where he signed the declaration at, man. Was he mad at John Hancock for taking up so much space? Look at Patterson's thrilling him.
Wait, it's Corporate Kane. It's like 20 years before we get Corporate Kane again in like the 2010s.
Dude, Patterson's like a deep thought back there, man. Uh-oh. Corporate.
Oh, that'll stick it to him. All right, let's do a little check-in here.
I like how Patterson and Briscoe like have these looks on their face, like, whoa, we're
12-13, 12-14.
Who's driving the car there? Look at that guy's got his own driver for this car that's got like almost no rims.
For the empty arena match.
Yep. Hey, it's tipping. Was this the first ever Uber?
Yeah. Like how there are fans at this arena. Like, why do these fans show up? They can't watch anything.
Yep. Oh, are we getting Double J?
Oh. Jeff Jarrett and Deborah.
Oh.
Did they really come out and cut that promo on China?
Let's spell Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Don't piss me off. Wow.
Oh, yeah, the puppies. Oh, my God. Forgot about how we talk about puppies every 24 seconds in this.
Yep. So because this was January 1999. If you fast forward, I think 2 months, that's when I first met Jeff Jarrett.
Ah.
I met Jeff Jarrett at a meet and greet at a Hooters in Orlando. He was there with Owen Hart and Deborah.
Wait, who was this blue blazer? Who was that blue blazer?
I'm not even sure who that was. That's a good mystery. Man, it's sad seeing Owen there.
Yeah. Is this Jeff Jarrett?
That's back when Owen used to do the whole I am not a nugget.
Yeah.
Look at Bossman, man. Yeah. I love Bossman in NWA when he was Big Bubba Rogers and he wore the shirt, the suspenders, and had the hat on.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes he'd sneak into the ring and he'd like, I remember there's an infamous match with the Rock and Roll Express in the Midnights, and later he slammed somebody, but he left his hat behind, and that was the evidence for the referee to cause a
some
DQ.
Deep storytelling there.
It was like, ooh, the hat.
What is all that? What are those yellow spots on the match? On the mat.
Somebody's tanner came off.
Looked like
was
highlighter.
Goldust? Did Goldust have a match before this or something?
I mean, if it was a dark match, possibly.
Maybe.
Look at that. Oh, man. 2 Irish whips and Jeff Jarrett's down. Uh-oh.
Teddy Long is the referee. Can I just point this out? Teddy Long is the referee.
It's going to turn into a six-man. It's going to turn into a six-man tag match. Just wait for
it. Oh, Peanut Head is the ref. Shane McMahon's on commentary.
He's got the master plan again. Like, did he just leave? Jeff Jarrett just leave and he's done.
He's like, I'm done. The whiff.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh, right hand.
Hey, man, Bossman and Jeff Jarrett could really throw good punches.
Yeah.
That's a lost art. I used to love that.
I love these steel stairs that are just like painted just completely black. Oh, that cameraman.
I know.
The man's got a family.
But, dude, back in the day, between the ropes on the radio, at Michael Cole on one time, we asked him how much the steel steps weighed, and with a straight face, he said 200 pounds.
200 pounds. So what do you think the psychology here is, Brian?
Where are you at, Beto? Is Beto O'Rourke getting a shout out right there? In 1999? Oh my God. Wow, that's way before his time. Holy moly. I think that these guys are probably out there and they're like, I don't even know. Well, this was taped. I was going to say how much time they got. Like, are they playing by ear? Like the referee's like, all right, we got to get ready to go to the other match. But
I like how they're spending the entire time on commentary talking about the Austin McMahon angle. It's all they're talking about here on commentary right now.
Oh yeah, they don't care about what's going on in the ring.
Well, those kicks, man. Oof.
It's really just Kevin Kelly and Shane McMahon. Oh, there. See, Kevin's a pro though. He starts talking about the match. He's talking about Boss Man.
Kevin Kelly is a pro. He does great for New Japan.
Kevin's the first ever guest of Between the Ropes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've known Kevin for over 20 years. And the first time I met him was like 3 years ago at a Ring of Honor show. Coors 365. Nice. Deborah wants a Mexican in you. Oh my God. What is going on?
They let anything go back then.
And they don't throw that sign out? Come on, people. Drunk 24/7.
Oh. Maybe a little time
Shane
counter
McMahon
right
is
there.
freaking out on commentary. Come on, Boss Man. Come on.
We are at 17:15.
Like, who's the baby face in this match? I guess Jeff is.
Yeah, I think so because him and Owen are together. Oh, yeah. Look at this. She's showing the distraction technique that works for everybody.
Oh, man. Oh, big reversal. Sidewalk slam? There it is. Boom.
That's it. It's over.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Man, woo.
That's it. Nobody's surviving that. Deborah's so disappointed. It only took about 3 minutes. He's got the nightstick, though.
What is he going to do with that nightstick? He's going to show off
He's going to twist it around and show everybody like, hey, man, I know how to twist this around. I'm going to threaten you with it. Oh, no. Dude, okay. He's hitting with the nightstick and they're not showing it on.
Right. They cut away.
They totally cut away.
There's some AEW camera work here. What is this?
Oh, my goodness.
There you go.
Shane McMahon's so proud of Boss Man.
1829, 1830, 31, 32.
Getting ready for our main event coming up here. Oh,
The Rock is showing up. He Ubered a limousine.
Good for him. They can afford it. I mean, he probably traded his shirt for that.
I got a question from the chat room. Was Deborah married to Austin yet? She was not. It was the halftime heat for 2000. They did this again in 2000 with a few other matches. They interviewed Austin when he was coming back from injury, and that's when he announced that him and Deborah were engaged.
Okay.
Look at those sideburns.
Look at all the fans up top. How's that an empty arena, but all those people are up there?
What did they show up for? What were they hoping to watch?
I don't know. Man.
All right, we got one more match.
Oh, Ken Shamrock. I love it when he used to come on and he'd hit himself in the head. Go, ah! We're getting ready for that here. Watch this when he gets to the steps. He smacks himself in the head and then he screams. Look at that look. Give it to me, Ken. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Uber X.
More angry than ever before.
Properly promoting says The Rock had an Uber X.
There it is, man.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this storyline. Ken Shamrock's sister and Val Venus.
Oh, no. Val Venus.
Sister act.
Ryan Shamrock?
Yeah.
We can't show that. Is
that belt purple?
No, that's black.
Okay. Shamrock was ripped. Shamrock still is ripped.
Oh, yeah. He's now what, 54?
Yeah.
Look at that great shirt.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. He has a clock on there.
Who designed that shirt? Look at Tim White is the referee, by the way, who unfortunately got injured years later. But by the way, that bar that they used to always smash up, You know,
Yeah.
when they that was Tim White's bar. They would go in there and like when they'd go away on Raw, they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, we're at the local pub or something." That was Tim White's bar. They give him like $5,000 and say, "We're going to trash your bar tonight." He's not even letting Owen take his shirt off. Come on, man. Like all the matches on this show, except for like
The main event.
the main event, are like 3 minutes probably.
Yeah. Oh, wait, so this was aired before the Super Bowl.
Yeah. They're like at any moment we could cut away and we could go to okay, this guy's got a middle finger. It's right there, dude.
Yes.
But they're saying like at any moment we could cut away to go to the empty arena match.
Awesome.
I don't know who's more over the top in their commentary. Shane McMahon.
Shane learned from Vince, didn't he?
Or Vince, yeah. I mean, Vince is crazy.
I like that sign back there. I like beer.
Yeah. So innovative.
A float over. Kevin Kelly with the right call there. A float over.
well, that's the thing. Like, okay, so when it comes to moves, like we always make fun of Vince McMahon because Vince would like know their finishers, and then he would say, "What a maneuver and unbelievable!" Right? So, okay, so years ago, does anybody remember Mark Lloyd, the backstage interviewer, and also did commentary for maybe Heat or some other broadcasts, or maybe it was like the syndicated show?
Oh, wait,
so
Owen got the shirt off. Owen got the shirt off. We're 2 minutes in.
But Mark Lloyd was somebody that worked with me in radio in Orlando. And Mark didn't know anything about wrestling. He had done some XFL broadcasts here locally, or locally in Orlando. So he had a tryout for a WWF job, and he thought that would be a good stepping stone to go to something else if he worked in WWE, WWF for a few years. So he came over and watched the Royal Rumble with us and said, "What tips do I need for calling matches?" Because he had to go do a tryout. And I said, "Don't learn the names of any moves except for finishers. Everything else is like, wow, he goes down hard, and oh, that's gonna hurt, or look at that, and stuff like that." That's exactly what he did. He got the job. Okay, I just want to point this out.
That's awesome.
Yeah. How much speed did Shane McMahon take before he went out there? Oh, look at that. Technically smooth Owen Hart.
Oh, it's a low blow. Oh, I like how he's clarifying. I hit him in the nuts with my abs, not my head. So it's okay. Doesn't count.
They couldn't find anybody else to do commentary other than somebody that was
Shane
truly
McMahon,
in the pocket of somebody.
Shane McMahon, right? Back in the day, like these guys.
Oh, there's a low blow. And Tim White didn't see that.
This guy's terrible. Fire him.
Look at Shane sitting there with the sunglasses. Another float over. I love it.
Float over. That was a float over.
You don't know what a float over is? You're floating over the other person. This is Gary. Come on.
This is some great in-ring psychology here.
Shane just reacts with noises.
Ooh, ooh, awesome.
Everybody's on Shamrock's hit list. Oh, look at his spit goes flying. No, let's take a commercial break.
Nope. We're back.
Oh, look at this. Danny,
he can still do that move too. That's what's impressive.
I know. How old is he now? 54, 55? Man. Do you remember when they did like, oh, there comes the fake blue blazer?
Yeah, the fake blue blazer again. Who is that?
Is that Coco Beware?
Wait.
Seriously,
going to the top rope.
I'm not even sure who that is.
Why would you not finish? Okay.
Ah, there he goes.
Wait. He just did a belly to belly. Is that going to be it?
Yes.
So wait, a sidewalk slam ends the first match, and a belly to belly ends the second one. Ken Shamrock wins.
Yeah.
All right, checking in with time. 25-29, 25-30, 25-31.
Oh man. Dude
unfortunate
gets up
too.
on the top rope and just takes a tumble.
It's unfortunate too because that gimmick is the entire reason Owen Hart died. Also WWE's negligence, but
right. Let's have that match later. It's coming up. It's next. I always love looking at how they go big letters, small letters. Like, who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah, up and down, caps, no caps. Right. Here we go. Here's the commercial.
Oh, yeah, the premiere of the commercial. The Super Bowl commercial.
World headquarters.
A non-violent form of entertainment. Sable. Val Venis is just walking around.
Kane's drinking coffee.
Sure. Through the mask.
Yeah. Goatee taker.
That's
those are gunshots.
There's a lot going on right there, okay? I just want to point that out. Ah!
All right, look at that football helmet. Heat versus Heat. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be huge.
The good old scratch logo of the day.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe. There's so many second signs. It's ridiculous. Look at that.
Look at that.
I, like many other radio stations around the country, used to use Mick Foley's Mankind music for a traffic bed.
Huh?
Yeah. You always start with the crash and then you play the traffic report over top of it. The other one that I used Edge, You Don't Know Me.
Oh, yeah. Or You Think You Know Me? Yeah.
Traffic bed too.
He's the WWF Challenger.
Yes, he is.
He was a WWF champion and a WWF Challenger.
Mm-hmm. You notice who the ring announcer is there?
Nick Doucette in the chat room. This is really fun. Thanks, dude. We are happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wait. Vince McMahon is going to be the guest commentator, and yes. He is. All right, let me give a quick shout out here. Getting ready to start this match, our main event of the evening. We are at 28-10, 28-11, 28-13, 28-14.
We got to point this out. That's Howard Finkel that just did the ring announcing. And do you see who Earl Hebner is the referee?
Oh, yeah.
Look at Vince. The Rock should not have to be so dignified to defend the WWF Championship in this manner. Oh, Mankind stole The Rock's money.
Just so The Rock would agree.
Mm-hmm.
First time ever.
You get the first shot. Come on. There is a point in this where I believe Vince kind of calls it fair, but for the most part, he doesn't.
Oh, big elbow from Mick. He's going for a pin. Yeah, that's it. It's over.
Almost got a one count. By the way, Mick the entire time makes Mankind noises.
Holy shit. He hit a double arm DDT out the gate.
Right out of the gate, dude. Hey, man, he's going for the win right off the bat.
Like how the Rock's wearing his warm-up gear. He's not even ready to wrestle. He's just wearing his warm-up gear.
There it is. Going for Sacco. Mick talks and grunts the entire match. Okay. Because you need noise in this. Okay. There's no crowd. So this is what you should be doing right now. If you're WWE, if you're AEW, have wrestlers in there that just talk the entire match.
Yep. Yeah. You need to noise. Otherwise it's weird. What was that? It was like a baseball slide, but
it was a sliding drop kick, man. Come on. Neck breaker on the floor.
It was like a sliding thigh slap.
How dare you? That's not much of a cover. Come on, man. You got a grip on the leg there.
Oh, back of the head.
Vince is still going on. The Rock should not be defending his title in a match like this at all. There's the bell. This is going to get out of hand. It's an empty arena match where anything goes, Vince.
Keep this in the ring. Keep this in the ring.
Look at his face. He looks so angry, man. What kind of challenger are you?
What kind of a challenger are you?
Vince believes it so much. That's what makes him so great at this, okay? By the way, for an empty arena match, there's a lot of people in there.
That's
I
right.
just want to throw this out. Featuring the photographers, cameraman,
What is
cable
the
guy.
gimmick? What is the gimmick of an empty arena match? Like, what? Like, why is this a worse match? Like, oh, with no people here, like.
Because you go all around the arena, I guess, basically. And there's nobody to get in your way. There's nobody to stop you from what you're going to do.
That barricade gave immediately.
I know, right? The young, aggressive, handsome Rock. That's when Rock used to do the kicks, but he did the hesitation in the middle.
Yeah, a little bitty kick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
lucky kick out. I love that Vince just is like on. Wow, jeez.
Oh.
Vince is like in volume 20, and then he's like, "Oh, I like you kick out."
I like that. Yeah, get him, Rock.
He's so happy. This is peak Vince McMahon as a character too.
Yes. No, he did not.
He did not say I quit.
I quit. He's already proven it.
He stole $100,000 of The Rock's money. 100,000 back in 1999. What's that worth now with inflation? Oh, jeez. That's gonna leave a mark, Vince.
Get him while you can. God, Vince is good. Vince is so like he's
The Rock was on commentary. Electrifying, man. In all sports entertainment.
Look at Mankind back there.
Like a hand coming through the dirt, like
like the sideways camera work, like it's a like Battlefield Earth, right? This is
better than the cameramen now. They're literally like shaking the camera up and down.
He's like carrying him away.
Yeah. Oh no, not low blow.
That eloquent speech.
Yeah. By the way, I love that like we're watching this like everybody else, and this is not in HD. It's 4:3.
I saw there was like VHS wave earlier. Like,
yeah. We didn't even have HD yet.
Wait, he said Austin was scheduled to do commentary with him today.
But he chickened out. He chickened out. Oh man. Was it in 1999 when the February pay-per-view was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre?
Yes, and that's the one where Paul White, aka Big Show, made his debut.
But that's also one where Vince took the bump off the side of the cage to the announcer's table.
Yeah. Yep.
What kind of example would Mankind make as a champion? He's already been the champion once, right. Vince. He's trying to win a title for a second time. By the way, where's Rock going? Does he not know that like they only have so much time? Like the Super Bowl is going to start playing in the third quarter. Where are you going, Rock? He's just like staggering away.
Wait.
Elements of what this match is the Roadrunner and elements of One Life to Live.
It's soap opera and an action adventure.
Yep. The #1 ranked cable show in all of cable.
One Life to Live.
One Life to Live. Look out, Mick. Oh,
no. Forget about
it. There it is. Forget about it. Oh, this is where Mick goes down the steps, takes a tumble. By the way, I love how the censor guy is like right on it anytime somebody cusses. I'm going to say that this might have been pre-taped, okay?
No. They went here live.
Yeah.
It's going to be like WrestleMania this year.
Well, if you've noticed in the verbiage for WrestleMania this year, they've taken the live out of everything. It just says now streaming on the WWE Network.
Yeah,
they're doing this empty arena so no outsiders can get involved.
Where's all that trash from? Packing peanuts? Like, why are there so many packing peanuts in this?
It's just a trash can at the top for the. That's just like where the fans are at. That's not even like a working trash can in the back or something. It's just like right there. There's tape up.
Open top trash cans. They didn't have those.
Sure, I know, right? I mean, I remember going to the.
Where are they going?
Look at that mustache on Kevin Kelly. He's got the handlebar going.
A replay. We're getting a replay of this. Oh, the shots to the head. Oh,
I know.
Oh,
brutal. Somebody capitalized the E in replay. Come on, man. It's so much of an empty arena match that they have to show the replay because we can't get a cameraman down there quick enough. Here we go.
Here we go.
It turns into Raising Arizona all of a sudden.
Oh, he just broke that.
Mop handle over. Yeah. Oh no! Don't hit him with the cotton candy.
He said he's not the only one with the sweet tooth.
Yeah. $5 back then for cotton candy. Good God, man! I thought it was expensive. Now, but
you reckon they still use that cotton candy afterwards and sold it to kids?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, not Mr. Sacco. He's taking Mr. Sacco. Oh, don't put Mr. Sacco in the oven.
Could have a baked
Vince's reaction. Ho ho! He's gonna stick his head in the oven.
What sound effect?
The sizzle sound effect. A sizzle sound effect. Jeez. Do you think they sanitized this kitchen afterwards? I hope so, man.
Oh,
good God.
Where did his shoe go? When did he lose his shoe?
I don't know. That's like with Terry Funk. Remember the infamous Hell in a Cell match where Terry Funk got choke slammed trying to kill time for Mick and he came out of both of his shoes?
Yeah. He's going to hit him with the bread.
Yeah. At least Mick doesn't like go down hard to it or anything.
This one's over.
This one's over.
You hit him with bread and it's over now.
Mankind can't stand the heat.
Oh, look.
Oh, he's got a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Oh. He's going to drink.
He is.
Rock, there's no drinking on the job.
I bet that really was Jack Daniels, too. That's a crazy thing. Rock just taking a break. I'll just drink some whiskey here for a minute.
I like how he's like pushing plates out of the way to make more noise.
What a mess. It's like that Ciampa Gargano thing we just saw. He hits it with the popcorn. Remember that at the PC? I'm like, who had to clean up that mess at the PC, man? Look at this. Just popcorn flying everywhere.
Do they store popcorn in bags like that? That's disgusting.
What a mess.
He's got no shoes.
Dude, Earl almost took a bump.
Get him with the door. Oh, look. Oh, wait.
So much for the empty arena.
What are these people doing?
No. There's all the workers. Like, couldn't it have Stone Cold or somebody like snuck in right there?
Right. Could they have paid off these random workers?
Dude, Rock is eating popcorn. He's eating. Oh, he spit it out.
the salty WWF champion.
Oh my God.
Oh, I really think Mick has taken more of a beating in this match than The Rock has.
Yeah, big time. Oh, look at this.
The salad.
Stuff over.
Not
just
the
to knock
salad.
Stuff over. Oh no, not the meats.
This inspired fast food.
Oh, geez.
WWE for years.
Spaghetti sauce in his face.
It burns. It burns. He got some sauce in his eye. I like how The Rock just eats everything.
Oh, he takes a bite of everything and he spits it all out every time. Now The Rock's got sauce all over him. They make it color, or is that spaghetti sauce?
No.
Oh,
that was a nasty bump, literally, because he went through all the food. What a mess!
Yeah, it is a mess. Look Let's see, what kind of spread did they have there, man? They had a little pasta. There was, might have been like some.
Was this just for the workers? Like, what was all this food for?
Yeah, it's just for the people there, man. To put
in the empty arena.
Yeah,
Pepsi. There we go.
What the hell is that little tiki thing, whatever there? Is that a kumquat?
That was a it's one of those ugly fruit.
Oh,
I forgot what kind of yeah,
it's
like
a kumquat or squash or something. Oh no, low blow. That's a kind of lousy kind of competitor.
This camera's got food on it. You can see the splotches of food.
It's like they changed off of it. Like somebody get a rag on that thing.
Oh, product placement.
Oh,
ooh.
I don't even know. Was there a title sponsor for this?
Stacker. They got tossed the Rock of Pepsi.
Yeah, man. Good God.
He's just so gross. He's so disgusting. No, you're wrong. He said, no, you're wrong. Told her to open up the door.
Look at this guy. Even the cameraman just said,
what is there, a meeting happening in here?
Yeah.
The thinking area.
That's the thinking area right there, man.
The thinking area.
Paneling on the side, man. Love it. Just broke a chair.
How did this cameraman know they're going to end up in this office?
Look at that guy's just laughing back there. The phone's ringing.
My computer, Windows 95, right? Look at that.
Sure, why not? Donate, Earl. Come on.
Meanwhile, they're back here like signing a multi-million-dollar deal for exclusive sports contracts, right?
Do you think they had to replace the carpet in this place afterwards? I mean, look at all that crap that's on Mick's shirt. Oh, don't. Oh, no. With a great sense of humor. Oh, Vince.
Why did those people stay and watch the match? Why didn't they leave?
Hey, man, when you know how it is. When there's a fight, you always like to be on the side and watch. She's
like enamored. She's like, ooh.
Oh no, he called
trash. You're a big fat piece of trash.
That's mean, man.
No.
You're actually be embarrassed.
That's a heel move right there.
Look at that carpet, man. That's awesome.
Oh. He's just fumbling around. Look at him.
I'm surprised they had put smash the drywall there or something. Good. Did he just kick him with his foot without the boot?
He did a left foot because he didn't have a boot in his right foot. Okay.
Dude, there's a payphone right there. There's a payphone.
Okay. God, if this was cereal, we could really get to the bottom of a non-cyan.
Oh, there's the handlebar mustache of Kevin Kelly.
What is this picture-in-picture crap? Like, why are we?
Sacha Baron Cohen behind.
Why is it so dark back there?
Did you see that? It looked like Sacha Baron Cohen.
Why is this crazy right now?
Dude, they need to have some of those infrared goggles from the military.
Night vision.
Yeah, I like some night vision here, man.
He's got to call up the forklift.
Do you think that Mankind had this plan all along? He was going to lower Rock down there.
I'm just saying, the forklift did start raising as soon as they got back there.
I think Mick lost his footing there. He started to slip, and they both threw punches, and they both just said, we're both going down. Mick is just talking to him. Oh, I'm going to get you.
There it is. Look.
See, I'm telling you, man.
Oh, man. What is he doing?
He was in cahoots with this guy, okay? I'm telling you, man. This is supposed to be an empty arena match, so no outsider can get involved. And this dude helps Mankind, okay? What did he give him something like that 100,000?
It's sponsored by U.S. Rentals. It's sponsored by U.S. Rentals.
I want to know, did he pay this guy off? He stole $100,000 from The Rock. Did he give The Rock or give this driver some of that?
Why did he just Just run over him at this point. You could, yeah. See, it's sponsored by US Rentals.
See how nice Mick is after all that. He says, "Get out, please." Vince is like, please. How much forklift driving training do you think you got?
Wait, on this camera. This camera angle. Let's go on straight.
That was Mick doing it. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
No, you have to have a CDL to work one of those, right?
Yeah, some kind of a license. Yeah. He's not even touching him, referee. Come on. He called it a belt. The Rock called it the Rock's belt. You can't say that.
Wait, where did that championship come from?
The referee had it in his back pocket.
Yeah.
That other referee had it. The second referee had it. Anything can happen.
He said, "Yo, Adrian, I did it again." Oh, what a broadcast.
Good Lord. There's a lot going on there.
Tell you what, luckily that forklift was there. Otherwise, Mankind might not have won. I don't want to say he was fighting from behind that match, but yeah.
So would you count that good? Would you call it bad? Would you call that cheesy? What would you call that?
I mean, Vince McMahon said it was one of the most unique World Wrestling Federation Championship matches in history, and I would probably agree with that.
That's one way to describe it. Yeah.
Unique.
Yeah.
Is that good? Like, I mean, I guess for Attitude Era, that was good, right?
It wasn't that great of a match, but it was kind of entertaining. You know,
like what were the great matches of the Attitude Era? Like Rock and Austin? Rock and Austin too?
Pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
I think Mick had some really good matches with both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know how much we remember of Triple H matches at the time, but I mean, he was obviously getting much better.
I just feel like this entire era was like these kinds of matches where people just fall around and brawl a whole lot and hit moves randomly.
It was just over the top commentary. It was all about storylines. They weren't afraid to, you know, pass the championships around. I mean, hell, they threw the Intercontinental Championship into a river. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So, I mean, it was just like the most over the top thing that you could think of. That's what they wanted to do.
I just feel like, I mean, Austin and The Rock were both great, but I feel like the caliber of matches we have, the athleticism that exists today, didn't fully exist back then. But if there was so much, just like they just threw everything and literally the kitchen sink at stuff like this. Like they just
did you watch that match live at the time?
I cannot remember.
Because that's okay. How old were you at the time?
So that would have been 99. So I was born in 88. So I'd have been 10 or 11.
God, I was 26.
It was still real to me. It was still real to me.
I was 26 years old watching that. And
were you like at a friend's house at the Super Bowl party and you're like, can we flip it over to wrestling? Or I'm assuming they were wrestling.
No, I think I was at home. I think I had some people over. So not that I always advertise this, but that match happened on my birthday that year.
Oh, yeah, you do keep your birthday pretty secretive.
Yeah, so it was on my birthday. So I think I was over at my place. I think
just
people over.
Think about this. Not only did that match happen on your birthday, but Big Boss Man versus no, it's Big Boss Man versus Jeff Jarrett, and then Ken Shamrock versus Owen Hart happened on your birthday as well.
That's right. China
cut her notorious promo where she joined the evil corporation on your birthday. Jesus. Oh, this is fun. This was good stuff.
Yeah. So this is just like a little test one. We'll take any kind of feedback you can give us. If you want, tweet us at Between the Ropes. You can go to our Facebook page. You can leave comments here on our YouTube page as well for different things that you'd like to see, things you think we could do better, or any kind of suggestions. We're open to anything and everything. And kind of the plan is, I guess, hopefully get together like once a week to do a broadcast. We're talking about doing some WrestleManias. We got to be a little bit selective about that because WrestleManias can be extremely long, to say the least. So I don't know if we want to do a 7-hour broadcast, which would be interesting. I'll be honest with you. That'd be very interesting to do.
Gotta be a marathon.
But I mean, I gotta have food. I mean, we'd be going in and out. Like I gotta get more something to eat or drink or,
Order
whatever.
a pizza. It would be nice once we get through.
My guest people to join us or
Yeah.
something.
What's Connor doing these days? Now, once we get through Corona quarantine, it'd be nice to do one of these. We were literally 2 hours apart here, Fritzy. We should be able to get together and do one of these together at some point too.
Yeah, probably. Now it's probably not a good time to do that, unfortunately. But
and we could, it's not out of the question at some point. Maybe we Ratnick brings up here. Maybe watch a live Raw together at some point, or watch a live pay-per-view. That could be cool.
Well, Raw, that could be a tough 3 hours sometimes, but maybe.
Yeah.
Very tough 3 hours.
This is fun. No, we're looking to do Intermania. We'll let you guys know. We talked about maybe doing one weeknight, but it might not be until next weekend. But give us your feedback. Stay tuned to the Twitter account and to the YouTube account, and we'll be posting them there as soon as we kind of have more plans for sure.
Yeah, and we'll have this up on the podcast feed as well.
Yeah.
So people can follow along and go back. One of the things too is, obviously, you can have the commentary up on your end when it comes to the audio of the match. So listen to the match and then listen to us as well during that. So
put us on Bluetooth speaker. Put the match on your TV. Put us on a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just listen to both. I mean, that's what way we're doing it. We have the volume kind of turned down a little bit. So
Saturday night, we're going to do a Saturday night main event. No, we're going to do Saturday night shotgun is what we're going to do.
Ooh, Saturday night main event.
Yeah, let us know with like timestamps and stuff like that. We're kind of playing around with how we do this format, right? When do we tell you guys when stuff's popping up, or how do we make sure you're synced up with us? We let it play and go on, but if there's something that works better for you, we're open to any of that feedback as well. So cool, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks everybody for joining us here, and hope you had some fun with it. And we'll let everybody know when we're going to be doing this again. I guarantee we're going to be doing it again. And I guarantee my wife is in the other room, like right over here. And she's going, what the hell were you just doing over there for the last hour or so? So I know I've got to face that coming up here.
There you go. Well, on that note, Fritzy, send us home.
Well, thanks again, everybody. Check us out on the podcast. It's the same podcast feed we've always had. So you could find Between the Ropes on iTunes. We're on Stitcher. We're on Spotify. We're and Google Play, everywhere that you get your podcasts at. You can go to youtube.com/Between the Ropes. Follow along on the YouTube page. Subscribe to us there if you haven't yet. Please do that. And where else am I missing? Oh, go to facebook.com/Between the Ropes. You can check out that page. And of course, you can follow us on Twitter @Between the Ropes. So thanks again, everybody, for joining us. We'll talk to you next time.